Welcome to my channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. In this video, we are going to talk about engaging in repetitive motion is a major part of a lot of maritime jobs. Whether you are a longshoreman, a seaman, or an oil rig worker on the outer South Continental, you may be at risk for a repetitive use injury, and you have rights to compensation if you develop one of these painful and potentially debilitating medical conditions. There are federal maritime laws in place to provide you with compensation whether or not your injury was caused by negligence. What is a repetitive use injury? This kind of injury, which also may be referred to as repetitive motions, stress, or strain injury, may occur when you repeat the same motion over and over again. For instance, a common such injury in office workers is carpal tunnel syndrome, which results from the motion of typing on keyboard, something that many office workers do all day, every day. A repetitive motion injury causes damage, which may be temporary or permanent, to muscles, ligaments, tendons, and nerves. In many cases, a nerve may become pinched because of the injury, which is the main cause of the symptoms. Symptoms of a repetitive motion injury include pain, swelling and redness and tingling sensation, numbness, and even drastic movement or loss of strength in the area of injury. And then the next is types of repetitive use in maritime work. There are many different kinds of repetitive stress injuries and many that are common to maritime workers. If you engage in the same physical activity on the job every day, you could be at risk for one of these injuries. For instance, if you have to lift things up to high spaces every day, you could end up with an injury to your shoulder from that repeated movement. Here are just some of these injuries that maritime workers may be vulnerable to developing. Rotator cuff syndrome. It is a shoulder joint injury. Tendinitis, inflammation in a tendon in any joint. And bursitis, inflammation of bursa, the fluid-filled sac that provides cushioning in joints. And then there is also carpal tunnel syndrome, like a wrist injury. And then there is also tenosynovitis. It is inflammation in the sheath covering a tendon. And there is also trigger finger, inflammation in the tendon and covering sheath in a finger or thumb. And then tennis elbow can happen too. It is injury and inflammation in the elbow joint. Maritime workers are also vulnerable to many other repetitive motion injuries like neck pain and inflammation, permanent nerve damage, and even injuries unrelated to joint like hearing loss. And then treating repetitive stress injury. The initial first treatment for these injuries usually to rest the damaged area. For instance, if you have a pain and inflammation in your elbow, your doctor will likely direct you to stop engaging in the motion that caused the damage. Sometimes, rest and ceasing the repetitive motion are enough to allow damage to reverse and the body to repair itself. Stretching exercise and physical therapy can support the natural process of healing through the rest. To treat the symptoms like pain and swelling, icing the affected area can help, and as can the administration of over-the-counter pain medications. When these measures, along with rest and physical therapy, do not help, surgery may be needed to correct damage. This is rare, but it is possible that the damage from repetitive use is severe enough that only surgery can repair it. Prevention is also important. Economic equipment and rest periods at work can help to prevent injuries. And then the next is how negligence can cause injuries. As a maritime worker, your duties put you at risk for injuries, but your employer is ultimately responsible for ensuring that all measures are taken to prevent these injuries. Negligence may include forcing you to work hours that are too long or not allowing you to take breaks to rest. Another form of negligence is training and safety measures. Your employer may be negligence in your repetitive stress injury if you have not been properly trained to use equipment or in how to prevent these injuries. And then your rights for repetitive motion injuries. If you are injured because of repetitive stress on the job and your doctor says you cannot work for a period of time, you have the right to have your medical expenses related to the injury covered as well as your lost wages. Under the Maritime Law of Maintenance and Cure, you are entitled to medical care and living expenses while you cannot work. If negligence was involved and you are a seaman, the Jones Act entitles you to further compensation. As a longshoreman and continental shelf worker, you have a federal workers' compensation program to provide you with money for treatment, lost wages, and other expenses. If you suspect that you are suffering from repetitive use, injuries caused by your job duties, get medical treatment and get it documented. Also, file an injury report with your employer and then seek a qualified attorney to help guide you through the process of getting compensation through the federal maritime laws that apply to you. I think that's all, guys, the information that I can share to you. Thank you so much for watching, and if you guys need information about maritime topics, you are in the right channel, because in this channel we talk about it a lot. And then if you guys want us to talk about or discuss about the information that you need about maritime topic, you can just drop your comment below in the comment section, and later when we have a chance we will talk about it. And then what about if you have a question, guys? Do the same thing. If you have a question, guys, you can also drop your question in the comment section, and later when we have a chance we will talk about it too. Don't forget to share this video to your friends, family, and your loved one. Maybe they need information about maritime topics, so when you share this video to them, it means you already helped them to get through their problems. For example, when they need information about the Jones Act, about Longshore and Harbor Workers Compensation Act or LHWCA, or Death on a High Seas Act, about maritime workers compensation, and or even when they want to know about maritime attorney in the region. So when you share this video to them, you can help them to get through the problems too. I think that's all, guys, the information that I can share to you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like the video that I have shared to you today, and I hope you like the way I delivered the explanation to you, and I hope you can take advantage from the information that I have shared to you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to give like, comment, and subscribe. Bye bye, see you in another video.